Did the Tic Tac UAP move in such a way that defied the laws of physics?
The way we understand them, yes.
Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Welcome back to Grave Confessions, everybody. My name is Dave. July 26th, 2023, I think will go down in history as that day the government finally acknowledged we have a problem with UFOs/UAPs in our skies and around the world. So the Congressional Oversight Committee sat down with three credible people, and they were sworn in under oath, not going to lie, to the best of their knowledge, describe everything that they know and the experiences that they've had. And I've had a few folks say, why would the government or anybody worry about something that isn't true if it isn't true? And here's the thing. Why would anybody go through all of the trouble to cover up? And why would people fear for their lives? I mean, listen to what they have to say.
In the last couple of years, have you had incidences that have caused you to be in fear for your life for addressing these issues?
Yes, personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to note that he's coming forward in fear of his life. To put in perspective, if they were really not scared about this information coming out, why would someone be intimidated like that?
So yeah, there you have it. You have somebody saying, you know, straight out, threats on my life. I'm in fear of my life, coming out talking about this. This fella and his wife, and then you have, you know, people. I'm sure there are plenty of people that why would anybody say that? Why would the government have reason to even threaten anybody with something like that? And then you have the retired squadron commander say that's because of the capabilities of what we saw, this Tic Tac UFO that he witnessed and his squad for 5 whole minutes. And there's like a 90-second Tic Tac video that was been declassified a few years ago, and it's been circulated around the internet. I'm sure everybody saw it. I'll go ahead and put that up real quick. But the capabilities of this particular UFO was enough, right, for the squadron leader and the entire squad of F-18 pilots to go, okay, well, we see what's going on here. And this is what he had to say about it.
All four of us, because we were in F-18Fs, so we had pilots and Wizzo in the back seat, looked down a small, saw a white Tic Tac object with a longitudinal axis pointing north-south and moving very abruptly over the water like a ping pong ball. There were no rotors, no rotor wash, or any sign of visible control surfaces like wings. As we started clockwise towards the object, my Wizzo and I decided to go down and take a closer look with the other aircraft staying in high cover to observe both us and the Tic Tac. We proceeded around the circle about 90 degrees from the start of our descent, and the object suddenly shifted its longitudinal axis, aligned it with my aircraft, and began to climb. We continued down another 270 degrees, nose low, where the Tic Tac, or we considered 270 degrees to where, and we went nose low to where the Tic Tac would have been. Our altitude at this point was about 15,000 feet, and the Tic Tac was about 12,000. As we pulled nose onto the object, within about a half mile of it, it rapidly accelerated in front of us and disappeared. Our wingmen, roughly 8,000 feet above us, lost contact also. We immediately turned back to see where the white water was at, and it was gone also. So as we started to turn back towards the east, the controller came up and said, "Sir, you're not going to believe this, but that thing is at your cat point, roughly 60 miles away in less than a minute." You can calculate the speed.
Just imagine what that would be like. You're flying a conventional fighter. Okay, you have an Su-34, you have an F-22 Raptor, whatever, right? Let's say you're flying the most advanced fighter plane on the planet. You're going in, you have stealth capabilities, radar can't ping you at all, and all of a sudden you get taken out by an enemy that you didn't see, hear, didn't even know was there, and no one saw him leave either. And it was so fast, this fighter could leave base in America, strike a target over in Europe, Asia, wherever, and be back. And it would take, gosh, less than 20 minutes. Can you imagine a strike package from wherever the United States soldiers or allies are at, and like, hey, we need a strike package, insert phonetic alphabet, and they send in a Tic Tac, and you didn't see it, hear it, nothing, and then boom, bad guy's gone. Yeah, okay, that would be worth risking a few souls, I suppose, in the government's eyes to protect millions. I mean, that's how you do the math. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. So that's what these fellas are facing coming forward with their story. That's what the whole ruckus is about. You have government cover-ups happening since the beginning of time for whatever reason, and UFOs have always been a hot button for that. And then you have experiences from credible sources. You have pilots from like civilian pilots from aviation companies, TWA, whatever, transatlantic, whatever, commercial pilots, okay? You have commercial pilots coming out and they don't want to say anything because they're going to lose their jobs or they get put on some kind of leave. Nobody wants to report any of this because the gatekeeping of all the information and all of these organizations working together to make sure that information doesn't get to the public. I mean, you even had somebody as a witness today in Congress saying, well, gosh, people, they have their career paths being interrupted and retaliation happening from the highest of the command structures in the military and what they say, the information communities, so the spec out communities. So let's get that clip really quick. Let's hear him explain that really quick.
I made the decision based on the data I collected to report this information to my superiors and multiple inspectors general, and in effect becoming a whistleblower. As you know, I've suffered retaliation for my decision, but I am hopeful that my actions will ultimately lead to a positive outcome of increased transparency. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
And there you have it. I mean, I can go over the 2-hour-long congressional hearing today, and you really just need to sum up. These 3 individuals came forward, on behalf of other individuals that reported to them and their own experiences, because they're saying, hey, other than Chinese spy balloons and whatever else is flying through the sky, we also have these UFOs flying through the sky. We have unidentified flying objects, these UAPs, flying around, and they have these extraordinary capabilities, and this does represent a risk to the American people and the public trust. It would introduce a new era of warfare above nuclear. This would be something so surgical. Okay, you could use this technology if it is as accurate as our flight commander there was explaining. It could be a surgical strike from around the globe and happen before you even know it. Okay, you wouldn't have to worry about nuclear war anymore. The planet wouldn't go to pots because nuclear war would be completely moot at this point. If you have capabilities like that, you don't need nuclear weapons. So I think it would be a win for us. I don't know. What do you all think? Am I crazy? I mean, what is the real conspiracy here? Is it UFO activists trying to work an agenda? Is this the government that is already keeping things kind of secret? They're not wanting to come out with it. Operation Blue Book being one of them. Are they finally coming clean? Is this a good thing for the American people, for the world? I mean, this is a world community we need to think about now. This has larger implications than just Chinese spy balloons over America. This has global. This is a global impact right here. This conversation is going to be heard all over the world, and other governments are going to start having these conversations. This is an exciting time. I think this month, today in particular, is going to go down in history as probably the first day that the world stopped and looked up. Because what am I always saying? The truth is up there. The truth really is up there. Hey folks, if this is the first time to my channel, hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that notification icon, the way you were notified when more content drops just like this. We just rolled out our new Grave Confessions t-shirt and hat line. My partner channel, The Foul Scoundrel Reviews, where I review video games and movies and Star Wars toys and stuff like that. There's going to be a shared spread shop that everybody can go and get all of their merchandise in one spot. I'll put the link in the description. There's savings every month, so keep an eye out for those. And remember, folks, no matter what you do, no matter what you hear, look, see, trust your eyes, because the truth is out there. Or up there.